I'm always afraid when I go into deep meditation, I'm going to sleep. How do I overcome that? The difference between the deep state of meditation and the sleep state is that in the deep state of meditation, you are still present. Which means when you quit meditating, there might not be any content that you remember, but you know you were still there. Do you follow? It's like, again, I like using the example of looking at a beautiful scene in nature. When you're looking at a beautiful scene in nature and you're just observing it, whether it's the stars or a sunset, most of the time you're just like there, observing it, taking it all in. And you know you're awake because you're present and you're observing. But when you're in a sleep state, you're semi-conscious, which means maybe there'll be a little dream coming in. Maybe you come out of it and you say, wow, that was the best meditation ever. When really, you just took a nap. And of course you feel good because you took a nap, and that's good for you. But the deep state is one where, again, just like we talked about this morning, as you're paying attention right now, not thinking, just observing, just listening, that presence which is able to witness that. Now imagine that everything that you see and everything you hear just vanishes. It's just a void of space. Well, you would still be there experiencing it. And then when you came out of meditation, you would remember, I was still present. So that's how you differentiate between the two. And it's very easy to go into a sleep state. I remember there was a meditation practice I recently started a little while ago, and I found it fascinating because it was a profound meditation practice and technique, but it was hard for me to stay awake. Now, the reason I'm acting like that's a big thing is because I can meditate for a long time and stay awake. But switching to this particular practice, what I noticed that it was doing was that it was taking me into deeper and deeper states that I hadn't accessed before. And because of that, what did my body do? Started to nod off, and I would catch myself, and I would, what is going on? I would throw myself back, sitting up straight, and I had to train myself to observe, recognizing when the body was starting to kind of go to sleep, but then with an internal kind of will or strength, no, like shake it up, and get back to a state of clarity. And you have to do that sometimes with meditation because you're breaking the habit of falling asleep. I think of it like kind of training an animal. You have to catch it the moment the animal does something. Otherwise, if you try to, train or discipline an animal 20 minutes later, it has no idea why you're shooting it with a water gun, right? You got to get it right then. So when you're starting to kind of go into those deeper states, you got to have your inner water gun, and you got to squirt your inner self to perk back up. And eventually, what happens is, as you start to go into a deeper state, because you have that inner water gun squirting you, now that inner state, it's like it's conditioned. It knows it's going to get squirted. And so in time, it doesn't do it anymore, and you're able to stay present while going into those deeper states. And this is something that, again, there's no easy way around it. There's no magic bullet. There's nothing that's going to just, no technique, no wand that is going to help you go into a deeper state instantly. You have to train yourself to go into those deeper states. And that is what real yoga does. That's why it takes so long to understand real yoga, because you have to have the ability inside to self-regulate. And you have to have the ability to have the awareness to catch those moments when you're about to fade out and wake yourself back up. So when you're exploring with deep states or sleep, that's how you have to work it out.